What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Let me just get this fixed up right here. And we're good. Okay. I hope you guys are having a great start to the morning. So far we've got about 40 minutes in the market open, so we've got some time to market prep and look over the runners, see what's running, why it's running, is there PRs, what's going on, so we can kind of create a plan. All right, so right off the bat, we're gonna look at our runners today. So let's pull up snippet. So we can see today we have ETAO, OBLG, TGL, JAGX, TSHA, BCAN, and ENSV. This is where like the high volume movers are, right? This is where the high volume is. 1 million, 16 million, 1 million, 9 million, 2 million, 2 million volume. Under all that is 415K, 1.9 million. That's still a lot, but the price is high, so we're going to take that away. All right, we're going to cross that out. MGRX, 1.6 million, 22 cents, decent. HOLO, 567, 614K, decent. All right, so these can be like more back pocket, slower watch plays. And then meantime, we have stuff like this as well. So we'll look at TGL first, just because I have it open. So first things first, what we'll do is kind of draw out some trend lines, see what we, just something rough, right? What am I seeing this morning? Kind of like this. Okay, so we had that, after this knife, we have a strong move to the upside, right? Super strong. Consolidate a little bit and struggle here, break high of day, and then come down, cool down, right? Consolidate in this area. So why did we consolidate here? Let's draw out the line and kind of see if we can find a line which this based off of. Okay, so let's see, where do we base off of? Kind of like, okay, right here, which was inside that wick. Like, you know, we love inner wicks. We see shorts always cover there. So that's a great inner wick fill right there. And then, okay, we continued. Now we're up here, right? So what's the next thing? What are we looking for next? Well, because we saw an inner wick fill right here before that move to the upside, I'm thinking we look for another inner fill wick. So maybe something like right here. That would be one area to watch, or more so like, so we have key levels here, 680, and we're gonna have 710. All right, let's go a little bit lower, 707. Reason being, we have a wick fill, and then also an upper wick, right? So that tells us there's a lot of resistance here, and this is our confirmed line. And you guys can see after we ended up breaking over it, we made it support. And it's starting to hold up. Does that make sense why we have 707? Wick fill, and then becomes strong support or strong resistance again, and then eventually breaks out and tests it as support. So 707 and 680 are our two lines right now that we're looking just right off the bat. And that could give us entry points. And let's go to the daily now. So let's see what the daily is telling us. Is there any significant buying or selling pressure going on? Well, there's significant buying pressure at 770, which I'll mark out red now because we're not in that level. So it's going to be used as resistance now for us. Also, looking at that, we have an inner wick again, right? So that we might just be stacking onto resistance here. 775s. There you go. Yeah, we're just rejecting. Right, we're just rejecting this whole area. Now, one thing that we do want to look for, also after, that was just the 1 minute, right? Now we go to the 5 minute and see, okay, well, there's previous highs here, and then we could you know, just completely flip into support here, because we've broken the downtrend, right? We've broken the downtrend channel. Now we could just completely flip support and off of this highs, after these highs, and just, you know, run back up. So we'll mark this out as well. All right, that's kind of how our chart's looking right now. And one thing I do want to note is if we go to the daily, you guys can see there's so much resistance on the daily in this one area, right? We have resistance here, inner wick. We have resistance here, inner wick. We have resistance right here, resistance right here, resistance right here. So what I'm thinking is if we actually get over it, if we base nicely below it, eventually break out, we have a lot of room on this stock to like 9, 975, 11, 13. And that might be the reason why they're making it look like it's being held down in pre-market, or, you know, at these levels, because there's a lot of resistance. Maybe they want to come down, accumulate some more cheaper shares, and then bring it back all the way up. So that's kind of what one scenario could happen on this TGL. Now let's look at ETAO. I'm guessing this is after hours. Okay, so this is an after hour runner. First thing I like to see is that this wick right here got filled, right? This wick, and then got filled, and then boom, all the way back up. So massive buying pressure just sitting here. Lots of leftover orders probably sitting here. And as you guys can see, that's the same level we come down to right now at 35. Make that move to 44. And we're currently holding 36 level 2. So I think this is a great level to watch. After that level, let's just say we do end up missing this entry because it never comes back to us. Another key level we'll watch to become support is kind of that wick right there. There's hasn't really been filled. It got filled over here, but it wasn't like it didn't hold that level and then make that move, right? So if we do want to see a move, we want to see a reclaim, or either take entries down here or a reclaim of this 40 cent to 41.5 zone, break out and retest into that for the next leg. So that's kind of what I have here. I would look for PTs if we do retest this 40, probably back up to previous, like this level 52, 53, and then 69. So we'll see how these two levels react. Yes, this is ETAO. You guys can see the ticker right here. What else do we have? OBLG. So I like the way that this ticker is trading, right? It's not too choppy. Overall, I was watching it in after hours yesterday, so I like the way that it traded in after hours. It wasn't like a too much manipulation. So I'll still keep it on watch. One thing I don't like is this how this volume got rejected up here. This tells me that buyers just got trapped, right? Buyers got trapped up here. I don't like that. I like when buyers are in control down here. Sellers, sellers get trapped down here. Sellers are squeezed out here, trapped here, and then buyers come in and take them out. I like that, but I don't like when sellers are trapped in a high of day, right? That just shows me weakness. Buyers are in control here, right? Sellers are trapped here. This is where sellers get trapped, so mark that out. Where else do buyers come in control? I guess sellers got trapped right here. They try to bring it down a lot. That's a big candle, and then boom, all the way back up. So that's a good candle for longs. What else? I guess just this whole zone right here. Right, this wick. That wick could just be playing out right now. So we'll kind of have that set up 22.6. this zone right here, which is that wick. And then in case it does, and down here. Won't work. Anyway, final try. There we go. So we have JAGX and BCAN. JAGX. I'm not a fan of trading. For those that know my trading style, I'm not a fan of trading stocks like these. Stocks like these, I mean super penny, 10 cent, 5 cent. 50 cents is cool, 25 cents, eh. 50, 75, closer to $1 the better. These little micro ones are really not my style, nor do I enjoy trading them. But obviously we can see buyers got trapped here, right? This whole thing right here is a buyer trap. Buyers came in, trapped them, and then just starting a downtrend now. All right, so where can we have entries? A lot of volume here, so we'll kind of mark this area here where the big volume comes in, these highs and these lows. But other than that, I think I'll add one more line right here, which is a wick fill, right? These are kind of just like some rough estimate lines. I'm probably not going to trade this JAGX stock, but if it does set up off of some of these lines that I like the way that the volume is setting up, then I will trade it. One thing to note right here, actually, big volume. We talked about this on Monday. Massive volume. There should have been a big move down, right? Except there wasn't. Except there was not a big move down. So that wick right there is where the selling pressure is stopping. You guys can see sellers are getting trapped here. Now you remember how I don't like when buyers get trapped. I like when sellers get trapped. This is a seller's trap. So this is the zone that I'll be watching right now on JAGX. Let it come down a little bit more, consolidate. If it reclaims kind of where the sellers got trapped at almost 10 cents, we're going to be chilling. But I'll be watching this area. I do like that now. I don't like trading this stock in general, but from a technical analysis and like what I like to see on a stock in general, I do like what I see here. Final one, BCAN. I haven't looked at this one. What's going on here? This is a very different chart. Let me check the flow here. Float's 96 million. Don't really like that. I wanted to check based off of the way it was trading, right? You don't see stuff like that often. So I want to check the float. Probably gonna stay away from it. Right? It gives me that weird look. Don't really know what's gonna happen here. Can't really get a read on it. Daily's got a gap we got a gap on the daily, so I'll still keep it open. But this is just like as time goes, and if it comes up, then I'll trade it. Like I'll make a plan at the time. So those are our main runners for today. So the backwatch tickers I'm looking at right now, we still have HOLO, right? We talked about 614 and MGRX. So I love the way HOLO is setting up here. Okay, nice wedge. Where do sellers get trapped? Where do buyers get trapped? So buyers came in here, right? Trapped sellers here, and then this is where we trap sellers. This right here, right? And then sellers came in here again. Fresh sellers right here. So because we got the liquidity grab, the longs got the liquidity grab and the shorts haven't. They haven't gotten a new high day. We broke a low. They didn't break a high. I think longs are going to be in control, especially after that liquidity grab, right? So I'll keep HOLO on watch. This one loves to move. Thin stock. It's very scary the way it moves sometimes, right? If you're not watching, if you're not a little bit more experienced and you're not watching the bid and ask, you're not watching the spread, you can easily get slipped up on these things, especially with the float. Like I had it, it's not even just, I had it a few days ago where I was trading HOLO and I got smacked on it because of the spread and it sucked. So sometimes you have to remember which stocks do that and uh, how they trade and kind of that low float thing. So if it's a 2 million float, and there's not crazy amount of volume, right? 1 million, 1.6 is good enough to trade, but not enough to say it's like an insane amount of volume, right? So if there's a little bit less volume like that, you want to be more cautious as well. Okay, so we have those runners set up. Now that's kind of our pre-market plan we have for right now. Just rough estimates. Yesterday was a little bit rough, right? Yesterday, volume wasn't there. Market kind of dried up. So I'll probably be pretty patient today. Just gonna wait for these setups to really play out. Wait 30 minutes, hopefully an hour, and just wait for these trades to kind of see how they do. Yeah, but I like the way that this HOLO is setting up. I'm definitely gonna be keeping eyes on that. Any questions here in chat? Any questions here on YouTube? Trug. Oh, it just came on. Is it just started running? I don't have my scanner up right now. Okay. Let me go look at the Trug news. This is what we're looking at. Oh. Right here, you guys can see 8 a.m. I was on live, but so I wasn't watching it. Okay, AI technology license agreement. Flow 2.1 mil, 10% turns. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, this thing's got the volume. I'm too late to it now. I'll watch dips on it. Let's see. Let's try to see if we can find dips on it. We'll look probably like 194. Inner wick fill. 205. Kind of up there. Right now, probably just selling all their shares. I'm not going to be taking it right now. It's way too early after that dip, right? So that's not really my style. I like to wait. If I'm early, then that's different, right? But if I'm chasing like this, look at that volume that just came in, seller volume. A lot of that was probably buying pressure too, right off of 205. You guys can see that wick. So that dip might even just come down to 205, hold up and still continue. But the risk to reward is not there for me. So I personally use Webull. I'm using TradingView, so it's nicer and cleaner for you guys to see, and it's nicer on the stream. It's more flowy, easier to stream with. What do I think about Works? Nice pop, I guess, in pre-market early. Not really any thoughts. More so like what key levels. I'm not gonna trade this today probably, but um, just looking at it roughly right now, we're holding demand zone from yesterday, right? So we're continuing to hold that demand zone. Right now, it's setting up off of that, right? We hit the bottom demand zone, we broke out. Now we're coming down to the bottom or the top of the demand zone, 320, holding up. So we probably have room to like 350, 360, at least at first. And that's probably the best bet, right? You want to look for 320 holds now because we've already got the bottom hold breakout. Now you pull back into 320s, kind of base in this within this red candle wick and consolidate, and boom. That's what I would be looking for. I'm not a I do trade previous day runners sometimes if they start hitting the scanner, but I really like focusing on same day runners. Same day runners mostly. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I hope you guys are ready to make some money today. Just be patient. Make sure you're not rushing into trades. I'm telling myself that here too. Always take my own advice. We don't want to be rushing into trades and just kind of waiting, seeing which stocks are running, right? Which stocks are taking the volume. Play the dips on those winning stocks. Stay away from the losers, and come with a winner's mindset that you are a winner and you're going to trade the winning stocks. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to be going on live here with my team in just a minute. If you guys want to be joining, click the link in my Twitter bio, or I'll send the link out on Discord so you guys can hop in. I hope you guys are enjoying these pre-market preps I do on YouTube, right? Kind of learning how to or what to pick, how to choose key levels, stuff like that. So I'll see you guys on Friday. I hope you guys stay safe, stay green, and don't blow up your accounts. Peace.